some Blue Jays talk around here. I'm wondering what it was like down at the Domi yesterday.
Well, it's great. Great to see the city get excited. Obviously, super happy for those guys. They look awesome. Exciting baseball for sure. I don't know, what was the first game? 11 runs, second game 11 runs, whatever. It's unbelievable.
Does it get your juices going for Wednesday?
Yeah, for sure. Wouldn't it for you?
Just watching it.
Yeah, 100%.
You posted that picture of you as a kid. Like, what do you remember about that?
Sweaty palms. I was so nervous, I remember. But I forget who I was playing catch with before. I have to ask my pops, but it's got a nice little warm-up, got the arm going. It's a good time.
And from a team bonding perspective, what's a day like that do for you guys?
It's great. I think that's exactly what you want this time of year, right? Guys are starting to get excited, be together, spend as much time as possible off the ice, and we're all chomping at the bit to get going here.
Did you play any baseball as a kid, man?
Did I play baseball as a kid? It's honestly one of the only sports I didn't play much. I think I played softball for a couple years in school, but I mean, I don't know if I count that. Just school softball, basically. I wasn't very good, but I do love baseball. I remember. I forget who I was telling earlier, but I used to go to the Jays game and it was like, I don't know, $15 for a ticket, and like you'd go there and it was, they weren't doing so hot, so it was pretty easy to get a seat. Now, I mean, just being there yesterday, looking around, seeing a sold-out Rogers Center Skydome is pretty amazing.
Just on that team building front, I wonder between you and Boston and the leadership group, if there's over the next couple of days, a chance to maybe informally have these discussions about, I don't know, the message that you guys have ahead of Wednesday night and maybe the page you want to be on.
I think it's really cool to be on a team that has so many veteran guys that has been around for a while, and then we got some youth coming in that's just injecting a bunch of energy into us, which is a great blend, great mix. It's what you want. I don't think there's like a specific meeting or conversation you have. I think that's the whole reason for training camp is every single day is like that, and you just slowly build and build and build and get to know a new guy every day a little bit better, and lots of dinners, lots of team events, lots of hard practices and so forth. I think all that, snowball effect, you're in a great spot to start the season.
Speaking of youth, what stood out to you about the camp Easton put together?
He looks awesome. He's getting better every single day. He's such a good kid. Really happy for him. He works so hard. He's out there early. He stays out after. He's in the gym every day. All the boys love him, so he's going to be a big piece.
What do you appreciate about Nick Roberts' camp?
Robbie's Robbie, man. You give him the puck and score, he's going to score. Whether it's in practice, preseason game, regular season, playoffs, whatever it might be, he's a pure goal scorer. So I've spent a lot of time playing with him over the last couple of years, and I'm a huge fan of Robbie. Great dude, great teammate, and he looks great.
What do you like about Dakota Joshua and how he might compliment you guys?
DJ's he's a hell of a player. He's a sick athlete. I mean, he moves so well out there. Great dude, obviously, who's not nowadays, but he's awesome. And he kind of reminds me of like very similar to Bobby, very north-south. Gets a lot of, pucks on net, beats a lot of guys with wide speed and unbelievable on the forecheck. Can make those little plays too, but definitely like a shooter that can create a lot of turnovers. So a guy that I would love to play with for sure.
You were saying the other day that going way back to London, they were moving you from center to wing and all that, so it's a natural thing for you, not a big change when they move and take notice?
No, man, I'm used to it. It's like I said to you earlier, it's a privilege to have that role, to be able to be trusted in really any spot throughout the lineup. Something I certainly take pride in and try and do my very best every single day. Whatever I'm asked to do to help the team win, be ready to go.
It seems so normal now, but I'm wondering the first time it happened, you got moved to the middle of the NHL, what was kind of going through your mind?
Rick Tocchet, actually. I love Talk. He's one of the best people I think I've met in the game. One game, we're playing against Pittsburgh, and Sidney Crosby was my favorite player growing up. I'd played wing for the last 4 years in junior, and then first 2.5 years or 2 years of AZ in the NHL, and all of a sudden Crosby's coming in and I show up to morning ski and he goes, "Hey, you ever play center?" I'm like, "Yeah," when I was 14. He goes, "All right, just curious," and then showed up for the game. He goes, "Yeah, you're gonna play center tonight." And I remember taking a face off. I actually got a picture of it and on my phone against Sid. And from there, I think I played a handful of games that year in the middle of the ice, and then straight up to training camp Montreal was in the middle of the ice. So, like I said, wherever I'm asked to play, I'll be ready to go.
Didn't the dot like
Yeah.
that game?
Not gonna lie, I actually think I beat him the first one and then went over after that. But Sid's best player in the game, so like I said, a guy I looked up to and still do.
What was it like down at the ballpark?
Yeah, it was fun. Great experience. Got really loud there when Vladdy got the grand slam, so definitely cool, and it was a fun day for sure.
When we talked to you after the game Saturday, when did you I guess know you were going to the game?
Found out yesterday morning. We got the text, so that was cool. And then, I walked over there, enjoyed the game, and big win for the Jays.
Does being in that environment get your juices going for the start of the hockey season?
Yeah, for sure. It just shows how passionate the Toronto fans are in any sport. So it's definitely super cool, and it was a fun game for sure.
What is the message I guess you've received from the team after training camp?
I'm just gonna keep taking it day by day. I mean, just keep attacking it, keep working hard. Have a good mindset, be positive, and hopefully play Wednesday.
What's it mean to still training camp's over, preseason schedule's over, you're still standing here in the Leafs hat? What's it mean to still be here?
Yeah, it means a lot. I mean, you dream of it ever since you were a kid, so to still be here, I'm very grateful for that, and not going to take any day for granted.
What did you like most about your camp?
Just how complete I felt as a player. My game felt really good, 200 foot. I've never felt that good as an all-around player, so definitely feels good that way. But just gonna keep attacking each and every day and keep getting better at little parts of the game.
What was the chemistry like with you and Scott Laughton and Lawrence? And what's the challenge now for you? Obviously, things are kicked up a little bit.
Yeah, obviously, two good players there. We had some good chemistry, so it was good to play with them. Fortunate, for Scott there. And just like I said, you can play with anyone on this team. Everyone's a great player, so just getting to know everyone each and every day a little bit more will help out for sure on the ice.
You're a guy who, you put up amazing numbers in the O. I'm wondering what's the mental side been like for you to be like, okay, I might not be putting up the numbers here, but I'm still being effective. How did you wrap your head around that?
Yeah, for me, I've never really tried to think about points because when you don't think about them, that's when they come. So you just got to play that, defense first mindset kind of hockey, and that's when you'll get your chances. And if you're scoring in practice, you'll start scoring in games. So just really sticking on that and really bearing down in practice will help out a lot.
Obviously, if you were in the AHL, you'd be playing more higher in the lineup, but I'm wondering, just from a development perspective, how much does every day in this environment do you feel like helps you?
Yeah, whether you're in the top six or bottom six in the NHL, you're always getting better. So for me, if I'm in the bottom six, I feel like that's good for my development. Learn to play a bottom six role because, maybe after, the prime of my career, maybe I get back to there, or maybe I'm there, when I'm later on in my career. So it's just good to, really learn how to play a bottom six role at a young age, and then you're able to play wherever in the lineup.
Have you allowed yourself to think about an opening night lineup spot for you, or are you still very much, I got to keep the pedal down?
Yeah, I'm just going to keep the pedal down. Obviously it's in the back of your head a bit, but you just got to stay at it each and every day. I felt like I had another good practice today, so just keep stacking good days on good days, like I've been saying, and good things will come.
I'm sure you're wondering what's happening. How much are you hearing from your family? How many texts are you getting or calls about what's going to happen here in the next few days?
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of texts, obviously, but just try to put that to the side. Reply to the close ones and stuff. But for now, like I said, I'm just going to keep having fun. I'm here right now. I'm in the Leafs practice room. It's pretty cool. So I just got to keep having fun each and every day and keep enjoying it.
What was it like down at the ballpark yesterday?
Yeah, it was unreal. Vibe in the city. Obviously, the way the boys played, it was unbelievable atmosphere. Obviously, with Trey doing what he was doing on the mound, and then when Vladdy hit the grand slam was pretty cool moments. Obviously, put them in a pretty good spot in the series. So it was a lot of fun to be a part of. Go as a group and get to enjoy it.
Get the juices going a little bit for you if you look at Wednesday night and what's going to come.
Absolutely. I think certainly look at some of those moments I explained that give you goosebumps and what it's like playing in the city, and just that reminder of that feeling of getting that opportunity again, and the long journey to get back to the playoffs and try to build something special. So definitely excited to get things going.
And John, good for maybe new guys and younger guys to kind of see what this city does. Who haven't been here before to be embraced.
100%. You take it in from a different perspective, right? going in, enjoying the game, and being a fan, and it gives you a different perspective. So I think it's just great to be together as a team, especially when we're at home, which at times, everyone with families and different things going on can be more challenging when you're on the road. But just a great way to kind of finish off training camp and enjoy the playoff baseball that the Jays have brought to the city. So really good to spend some time together, and whether you're younger or you're older, a lot of experience, not much experience, just a great way to come together and to enjoy the city and enjoy how much Torontonians love their teams.
Can you imagine what that would have been like for Trey being put in that position? Could the inexperience maybe have helped him?
I have no idea. I don't play baseball, but all I know is when you're just, he's, what is it, 50,000 people, and he's standing there on the mound, and to have the command and dominance the way he did was pretty cool. So obviously set the lineup up really well, and they delivered big time for him. So it was a great game to watch, and a special night for him.
Back to hockey. Obviously, the Latin injury has led to some changes here. I'm just curious your perspective on Domi in the middle. Why do you think he's able to make that transition seamless, sort of playing the middle? Obviously challenging.
Well, I think he's played a lot of it throughout his career, and he's been in the league quite a bit now. I think his familiarity of the game, the league, his own skill set, obviously his speed is elite. So his ability to make plays from all over the ice, especially through the middle of the ice, his awareness, be able to get the guys around him the puck, and his awareness is as good as anyone. So his speed and awareness, I think, fits real well down the middle. His ability to adapt different roles, different situations, positions. I think it's a staple of his game.
How should Easton feel about the camp he put together?
Yeah, I think he should be excited. I think about the continued progress that he's made, and it's not always just about scoring. Obviously, a big part of his game, but transitioning to pro hockey and finding that consistency in all areas, and how you contribute shift to shift, night in, night out. All three zones, and how your game can all kind of come together. And I think he, from talking to him, feels really good about the development and just in a more well-rounded game I think he feels in himself. And when that continues to kind of come together, it's amazing how the strongest parts of your game, especially for someone as talented as him, and that's an offensive player, that stuff starts to really come.
Between you and Austin and other members of the leadership group, I wonder if there's a message you guys maybe just chat about, not a formal message, but just the idea of what you guys want to spend the next couple of days thinking about, talking about as you prepare for Wednesday, just to get on that same page.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting, right? It's a new year, it's a new journey, and you work all off season, and the opportunity to get back at it and get to where you want to get to, and try to climb to the top of the mountain. When you look at the picture, when you look at it from the 30,000 foot view, is really exciting. But I think for us, just kind of becomes very simple, and just trying to approach every day very similarly. I think with a great attitude, very high standards, and how we keep each other accountable, and how we push one another, and the type of game we're trying to build. That we're a new opportunity come the spring, and that builds you a game that you can lean on and rely on in any moment, in any situation.
How much are you impressed by Nick Robertson's resiliency?
Extremely, I think. Robbie's just to continue to just go about his business extremely well. I mean, he loves hockey, and he works extremely hard, and I think has a real good sense of the kind of player he is and how he can impact the game, and obviously his skill set and what kind of really what sets him apart to be able to make an impact. So he's done a good job just continuing to kind of stay very level-headed and just focus on what he has to do to play well and contribute and be an important part of our team. So I know it hasn't always been easy for him at times, but he's done a tremendous job of continuing to persevere.
Kind of what's the plan for Easton moving forward there?
Just keep working, keep practicing. It's had a good camp. No decision's been made. So that's where we're at.
How do you make that decision?
Well, I think that, you got to look at where your team's at. You got to look at, does he help us right now? What's best for him? Young kid, but we liked him. We liked him at camp, so he's here right now.
What sort of benefit do you see? Obviously, if he goes down, he'd play more, higher up.
Yeah.
What sort of benefit does he get from
I've done both, over my years. I've seen young players that were skilled like Cowan, and they started on a bottom six role, but eventually they touched the power play a bit and they moved their way up the lineup, and they're first line players now. I mean, there's other ways too. Send guys down and they get work and they get a lot of ice time and they touch a lot more of the game. So I don't know if there's a right call on that. I think it just depends on the player, to be honest with you.
How did the Lawton injury not just affect that line, but kind of how you?
Yeah, well, it did because we lost the center, and so I decided to move Max back to the middle because I'm comfortable with it. He's comfortable with it, and he's been there a lot for us. So that was the reasoning for that.
What's the plan for Reimer moving forward?
That's still up in the air.
But what?
I don't have a lot to say on that.
Right.
He's had no time. He got a half a game, and we're in a box for it, so he got a lot of action. But anyways, we'll just that'll play itself out right now.
Is there any more clarity on Joseph's situation?
Well, there is. That's all personal stuff and private. So, but it's not like we're not in contact with him.
Yeah. Have you talked to him? What's your sense?
Just my talk would have been before at all, So that's really all I can comment on that.
Based on how he played in the preseason, how much confidence do you have in Hildeby going in as?
Yeah, he had a great camp. I thought that he went back in the summer and worked on things that we wanted him to work on, and I saw improvement in those areas. And like I said, he's had a good camp. He's got experience a little bit from last year, but so I like the improvements.
You're not the general manager, but when cut down time comes, how hard is it?
It's hard, yeah, toughest part of the job, because we like all our guys, and that's just business, right? I'm pretty impressed how players handle things today, because I would have probably lost my marbles. But they're professional, they handle it, they and it's a tough part of the job for everybody. Well, especially on them, right? But we'll see what happens.
How do you handle that? Like a guy like Thron or Pizzetta, do you have to invite them to your office?
Yeah.
What does it look like?
Yeah, no, I sit him down and talk to him about the whole situation, and I encourage them to keep working and keep doing what they're doing, because it's not like they're not NHL players. You only can keep so many. It's a tough situation.
Did you get caught up in Jays fever yesterday?
Yeah, actually, I had tickets, but I gave them to the kids to go because I'm a good dad. And I stayed on the couch and watched it. But yeah, go Jays! They're looking great, and it was a great game to watch. And I was glad all our guys went. Get together. It's always good for them. But yeah, we're all proud of the Jays and cheering for them.